Welcome to Better Banking, your monthly resource to help you become a better manager of your finances. My name is Paul Gentile. Better Banking is presented by the Credit Unions of Rhode Island, and in this month's program, we'll focus on helping you better understand your credit. It all starts with your credit score, that seemingly magical number that determines whether or not you are credit worthy, and if so, what type of interest rate you're eligible to receive. This month, Better Banking will take you to People's Credit Union in Middletown to learn about ways to manage your credit. But we'll begin with a presentation on credit scores, what they are and how they work. Here's Robert Da Silva, President and CEO at Alliance Blackstone Valley Federal Credit Union, who unlocked the mystery of credit scores.
Hello, my name is Robert Da Silva. I'm the President and CEO of Alliance Blackstone Valley Federal Credit Union, and today we'll be going over credit scoring and how it affects you in getting a loan and what you can do to improve your credit score. We'll start off today by going over what a credit score is. What is a credit score? A credit score is a 3-digit number that goes over the information from your credit bureau to summarize your credit risk. More specifically, the likelihood of you becoming seriously delinquent on a payment in the next 2 years. The way that credit scores work is the higher the score, the lower the credit risk. And credit scores range from a score of 300 to 850. What makes up a credit score? Well, 35% of the credit score is based on the payment history. Histories from credit cards, store credit cards, installment loans like auto loans and personal loans, mortgages and finance company loans. Public record and collection accounts like bankruptcies, foreclosures, judgments, and legal suits. Details that are in the payment history are how late were your payments? Were they 30 days, 60 days, or 90 days past due? How recently they occurred? The last 24 months carry the most weight. How many were there? One versus many. Also, how much was owed? A mortgage payment of $2,000 is going to be more significant than a credit card payment of $25. That's 35% of your score. 30% of the score is made up by the amount of debt that you owe. It takes the total amount across all accounts and specific accounts, but the most important part here is the credit utilization. And that's basically your balance on revolving debt like credit cards compared to the credit limit on those cards. And it also takes the remaining balance on any installment loan like an auto loan or a personal loan. 15% of your score is based on credit history, the age of your oldest account, the average age of all accounts, and the age of the specific accounts. 10% of your score is based on new credit, the number of new accounts that you have, how long it's been since you opened a new account, and how often you've made requests to open new accounts in the last 12 months. Those are called inquiries. Just a note on new credit, a lot of people do rate shopping when they're looking for an auto loan or a mortgage. If you do that within a specific time period, those inquiries may not affect your credit score. The other 10% is made up of the credit mix, basically what you have in installment debt versus what you have in revolving debt. That adds up to 100%, and that makes up everything that is in your credit score. Now, how is credit score used? A credit score is used basically to determine not only if you qualify for a loan, but what type of interest rate that you'll receive. Risk-based pricing allows lenders to price loans differently based on your credit score. So that will mean that higher scores will usually get the best rates available. In the long run, a better credit score will help you save money by paying less in interest rate over the life of the loan. So that's another reason why you want to have a very high credit score. How can you influence or improve your credit score? First and foremost, you want to check your credit report to make sure that there are no errors on that report. A lot of times you may see a trade line or something that's there that you've never seen before. There are mistakes, and mistakes can be made. You can make an inquiry to check your credit report and make sure that there are no errors on it. Another way to improve your credit, obviously, pay your bills on time. If you've missed a payment, make sure that you're current and stay current. If you have any collection accounts or judgments, you should pay those off. They won't disappear from your credit report. They will stay on for 7 years, but carrying a zero balance is better than carrying a balance with an amount. Also, you want to keep your balance low on credit cards. You want to have a good mix of revolving debt and installment loans. You can have credit cards, you just want to make sure that you manage them responsibly. And also, don't open a number of new credit cards that you don't need just to get some available credit. That will actually adversely lower your credit score. If you aspire to be a credit score high achiever, which is a person that has a credit score of 760 or above, here are some of the items on their credit profiles that are interesting. 96% of them have never missed a payment. Only 1% has ever had a collection account. None of them have had a public record account like a judgment or a bankruptcy. They have an average credit utilization of 6%, which means that they're carrying a balance of 6% of their credit limit. They have an average of 3 accounts that carry a balance, and they owe less than $3,000 in credit cards. The average age of their accounts is 11 years, the oldest being 25 years. And the most recent new account was opened 2 years ago, and less than 35% of them have applied for new credit in the last year. I thought those were interesting statistics for the high achievers. And if you aspire, again, those are the things you want to aim for. How can you learn about your credit score? You can receive a free copy of your credit score every 12 months from all 3 major credit bureaus, which are Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. But you cannot receive a free credit score. Remember, that's a report, not a score. You must purchase a credit score. One of the most reputable scoring models is called FICO. Over 90% of the lenders use some type of FICO modeling, and if you want to see what the lenders see, that is the best model to use and to purchase. The other way that you can get a credit score is if you've recently applied for a loan, you can ask the lender what your credit score was. One of the other questions I get a lot, where can I go to learn more about credit scores? Well, you can get your free copy of a credit report from annualcreditreport.com. That website will give you all 3 credit bureaus free of charge. And you can also learn more about credit scoring and purchase your score from myfico.com. Again, please be cautious of other websites that will allow you to purchase a credit score. It may not be the same credit score that a lender will see, since most of them do use the FICO model. I do get a lot of inquiries. Many members ask about improving their credit score and want to know how much their score will go up if they do a specific thing, i.e. paying off a balance on a maxed out credit card. Because no 2 people have the same exact credit profile, it's virtually impossible to determine the distinct effect on a score. However, we do let members know that if their credit report does not contain much history, any one positive step that they make will have a greater impact on their score. Thank you for spending some time with me to learn more about credit scoring. If you have any questions about credit scoring or how to improve your credit score, you can email me at rdesilva@abvfcu.com. That is my email here at the Credit Union, and I'd be more than happy to answer any questions you have regarding credit scoring. Thank you.
Values make a big difference, especially in the business of banking. And that's one of the primary reasons why credit unions stand apart. Credit union values are built in the cooperative business model. That's why they're democratically controlled by their members and why they can offer better rates and yields. It also explains why they give back to the community, hosting financial education fairs or supporting local charities. Credit union values make a difference. Managing your credit is key to maintaining a high credit score and remaining eligible to receive the best rates when applying for a loan or mortgage. In our next segment, we'll learn ways to best manage your credit so you can stay on top of your credit score. Here's Courtney Hunter.
Amy, thanks for taking time today to join me on Better Banking to talk a little bit about credit and the types of products and services that credit unions offer for those people that either looking to establish credit, repair credit, or any other types of loans that may assist members of the community.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. It's nice to be here.
Let's begin by talking a little bit about what types of loans credit unions are going to offer people that are looking to establish credit.
Absolutely. At People's Credit Union, we offer a credit builder loan program, which is similar to other products offered at other credit unions. And this helps members that are looking to establish credit because they have never had credit before and don't have a credit score. It also helps members that have not had credit in a long time reestablish credit in a smart, safe, and sound way. And at the same time, it helps members build a savings account.
Can you tell me a little bit about how that loan would work?
Absolutely. So the member applies for credit with us, and we offer the member a small balance loan, typically $500 to $1,500. It varies by credit union, and we deposit the amount of the loan or the principal borrowed on that loan into a savings account for the member to secure the loan. The member makes regular monthly payments over a short period of time, 6 months, 12 months. Once the member has paid back the principal amount borrowed on the loan, the member then has that amount in a savings account in their name that they can use to start their savings or spend in any way that they wish to spend it.
Wow, that sounds like a great product.
It
So
is.
you would say you would definitely encourage individuals that are looking to establish credit to go
Yes.
to a local credit union and see what options they have?
Absolutely, because another unique feature about that loan is the way those loans are priced. Because those members do not have a credit score or have not had credit in a while and do not have a credit score, we do not use risk-based pricing or pricing that's based off the consumer score to price that loan. Typically, members have a credit score, and that correlates to the amount they're charged on consumer loans, but in this case, these members have a 0 credit score. So the loans are typically priced even lower than a regular consumer loan, or especially lower than a credit card for members that don't have credit established. So it's a great way for life starters who are looking to get their first loan before they get an auto loan. People are required to have a credit score when they apply for an auto loan or for a mortgage loan if they don't want to use a co-signer or a co-borrower. So this allows typically younger members, anyone 17 or older, to apply for credit and establish a credit score as they make those regular payments. If the member is under the age of 18, we do require a parent or guardian to co-sign on the loan, but it is a great way for that member to establish credit and build a credit score, and then 6 months later, get an auto loan.
That's wonderful. Let's talk about a little bit about loans that credit unions offer for those people that are carrying high interest credit card debt or are feeling a little bit underwater with debt.
Absolutely. We all know that credit card debt is a huge problem in our country, and a lot of people feel overwhelmed because their balances on their credit cards are so high and they feel like they don't make any progress paying off their credit card balances. In that case, credit unions offer debt consolidation loans. At People's Credit Union, we offer a smart loan for debt consolidation to pay off credit cards. And it's different than paying a credit card or a revolving balance on a loan. It's a fixed rate loan.
Okay, maybe could you just explain a little bit specifically about how that product would work?
Absolutely. So because it's a fixed rate loan, the member makes fixed monthly payments set at its interest rate when they take out the loan. So based on the debt the member has and the amount they're borrowing and the time they're going to borrow those funds, the consumer is set with an amount that they borrow and an interest rate. That interest rate never changes, and their monthly payment amount never changes over the life of that loan. When they take out that loan, we actually pay their credit cards off with the proceeds of that loan. The member does not receive cash out from this loan. We mail the checks directly to the credit card companies to repay those credit card bills. It's different than a credit card balance, and the reason why it actually helps to pay off debt faster, because credit cards use revolving debt with variable rates. So again, depending on the member's credit score when they take out the credit card, the rates can be set different, anywhere from 9%, sometimes up to 18-20% on a credit card. And the credit card statements only ask for minimum monthly payments. And what that means is that every month you receive a credit card statement or a credit card bill, and the credit card companies require you to make that monthly payment. That monthly payment can change month to month depending on how much you've borrowed, what your interest rate is, what fees there are. But the problem with making your minimum monthly payments only on a credit card is that you're typically only paying maybe 1% or 3% of the principal balance you actually owe on that credit card. it can take a long time to pay off a credit card bill if you only make minimum monthly payments.
Yeah, that can be tough. It sounds like a debt consolidation loan also will help for budgeting purposes, where you can know what your monthly payment is for that loan, and then you can build your budget around that too.
Absolutely. That's a great point, because as we said, a credit card payment amount can change from month to month. If you use your credit card balance, because you can pay it off and you can reuse it. That's why they call it revolving debt. You can have a $1,000 credit card, pay it off this month, and go out and spend $1,000 again. If your balance is $500 or $1,000, your monthly payment can change drastically. Also, your rate can change at any time depending on the terms with your credit card company. So it's hard to budget when you don't know if your monthly payment is going to be $25 or $200. If you do a debt consolidation loan, you know your payments are not going to change over the term of that loan.
So Amy, tell me a little bit more about other types of loans that credit unions offer as an alternative to credit cards.
Yeah, that's another great question, because a lot of times a member or consumer will find themselves in a predicament where they may need an oil delivery. Winter's coming, the nights are getting chillier, and a lot of members are faced with having to pay for propane or pay for oil delivery. A lot of credit unions, like People's Credit Unions, offer fuel loans that allow a member to pay for their fuel at delivery and then pay off that amount over the next year. It allows, again, for budgeting purposes, it allows the member to know they have a small monthly payment and yet they have oil all winter.
Do credit unions offer other types of loan products that are not home equity products that would assist a homeowner in creating a more energy efficient home?
Yes, we do. Actually, home equity loans are different because they require a home to have value already built in that's used to secure the loan. We offer different products like our energy efficiency loan that allows members to finance a new furnace or windows or any project that improves the overall efficiency of their home. Not only do we allow them to finance funds just to be used for the cost of the new furnace or the cost of the new windows, we allow them to also wrap in the entire project, including any electrical costs or contractor costs or any other ancillary costs that are related to that project. It's a great alternative to putting an emergency situation like a new furnace on a credit card or getting a home equity loan if they don't have value in their home or don't want to use their home as security for a small project.
Well, that sounds like a great alternative to a home equity if that's what you're in the market for. Amy, I just want to thank you for taking time today to talk to us about the various options that all the great credit unions out there in the world can offer consumers. And you know, I'm personally a credit union member, and I believe in what credit unions do, and I think that that more people should explore what a credit union can do for them.
Absolutely, and these products that we've talked about today are mostly particular to People's Credit Union because that's what I am familiar with. However, I know that all of the credit unions in our area offer products very similar to this. I would encourage anyone who needs financing, who needs to establish credit, or needs to consolidate debt because they just don't know what else to do. I guarantee that credit union has an option for them, and they should visit their local credit union today. And in addition, if a consumer does not know where their local credit union is, they can go online and visit bettervaluesbetterbanking.com, put in their zip code, and their local credit unions will be listed there for them. And they can choose the one that's most convenient for them, pick up the phone, call them, or go online to that credit union's website and get information today.
That's great. I think that's a great online resource, and I would encourage anybody that's looking for a local lender to go to bettervaluesbetterbanking.com.
Absolutely.
Well, thanks again, Amy. I
Thank
really
you.
appreciate your time.
Thank you.
My name is Kelly White. I've been banking at People's Credit Union for over 12 years. I love the convenience of People's Credit Union. I'm a busy mom of 4. The mobile app saves me lots of time. I can do my banking from anywhere, and that's important to me. I can deposit checks, make transfers, and check my balance while I'm out with the kids running our errands. Friends and family ask where I bank. I always refer them to People's Credit Union.
If it matters to you, it matters to us. People's Credit Union, you belong here.
My dad always wants to show my mom his great dance moves. The problem is, he has 2 left feet. Once, he stepped on her foot way too hard. now my dad's only allowed to do karaoke.
Cranston Municipal Employees Credit Union was formed in 1946 by a group of Cranston teachers who got together and wanted to form a credit union. We have been in a number of locations within the city of Cranston. There was a point in time where the credit union was actually located in the basement of the Cranston Police Department. We were at 1145 Reservoir Avenue at one point in time, and I guess they used to advertise the location as 11:45. Back in the 80s, the credit union moved to its current location at 1615 Pontiac Avenue in Cranston. We have provided financial services to City of Cranston employees and their immediate family members since 1946. We provide a lot of consumer type products, savings accounts and club accounts, and we have money market accounts. We offer free checking accounts and free online banking and free bill pay and free debit card services. There's a lot of free in there in the services we provide to our membership. Naturally, we have payroll deduction and direct deposit to make it convenient for our members. We have just the one location at 1615 Pontiac Avenue. But a number of years ago, we did join the SUM network to allow our members to be able to use surcharge-free ATMs in Rhode Island, in New England, and really across the country in many locations. We also belong to the Rhode Island surcharge-free ATM connection, where most of the credit unions in Rhode Island will offer our members surcharge-free access to their ATMs. Several years ago, we also decided to join the shared branching network through Co-op, which provides our membership with thousands of locations that they can go to across the country, within Rhode Island, and some international locations. And they can go into a participating Co-op shared branching location, and they can identify themselves as a Cranston Municipal Employees Credit Union member, provide them certain information, and right at the teller counter they can do many of the transactions that they could do themselves right here at their home credit union. Makes it possible for our members to not be concerned about the fact that we have just one location. Now there are literally thousands of locations they can go to and can conduct their business. And they can also take advantage of the expanded hours that the shared branching locations may offer to them, Saturday hours. So we think it's a great situation for our members to be able to participate, and it doesn't cost them any money either. Last year, we were granted additional membership expansion into a point where any members who want to join the credit union, or anyone who wants to join the credit union, regardless of their residence or their occupation, is now able to join the credit union without restrictions for where they work or where they live. And we think that opens up a lot of possibilities for our current members, future and potential members, and also for the credit union itself. The credit union, currently is approximately $58 million in assets, and we have approximately 3,000 members that belong to the credit union. And it just from my time in being here at the credit union, which is nearing 25 years now, one thing I've found is that once someone joins the credit union, they tend to stay with the credit union for a long time. And I think a lot of that has to do with the friendly service that we offer to our membership, and the fact that we're very fortunate where we do not have very large turnover in staff. We've got a lot of the staff who have been here for a number of years and really get to know our membership well and get to know their family members as well. Well, not that I want to use a cliche, but I think it sums it up very, very well, that we're very, very much a Main Street type of a financial organization. And I think for those people, and there are many of them that are looking for a financial institution that can really provide them personal financial services, Cranston Municipal Employees Credit Union is a great place. So we really would extend an offer to people to come down, kick the tires, try membership with us, and we really think you'll like the services provided by our staff and the products and services that are provided by the credit union. Well, it's very important for us to be a good corporate citizen, and I think one of the great ways for us to be able to show what a good corporate citizen Cranston Municipal Employees Credit Union is to be able to participate in the well-being of the individuals who live in our communities. We support a number of youth sports organizations. We contributed to the Station Nightclub Fire Memorial. Again, things that are important to the community are really important to us here at Cranston Municipal Employees Credit Union.
Greenwood Credit Union offers a 1.75% APR home equity line of credit for home improvements or personal expenses with easy monthly payments and fast access to your cash. No fees, no closing costs. Apply now online. Visit greenwoodcu.org for complete details.
You've found the right place to bank anytime and anywhere. Greenwood Credit Union, doing what's right for you and your family for generations.
An equal housing lender.
Family's important to me, and when I come to the credit union, they always know exactly what I need. It's like one-step shopping. You just come here and they know what your needs are. And the credit union, I feel like this is where I'm taken care of. Do you remember that show, Cheers, where everyone knows your name and you feel real comfortable in talking with them? That's what credit union is for me.
I love navigating credit union.
That's the November edition of Better Banking. We hope that the information we provided you today on credit scores and ways to manage your credit go a long way in helping you become a better manager of your finances. Next month, we'll look at cybersecurity and the best ways to stay safe when you surf the internet and make online purchases. But before we close, we invite you to take a minute to send us any questions you might have after watching our program on credit scores. Our email address is betterbanking@ccua.org. For all the credit unions throughout the state of Rhode Island, I'm Paul Gentile, wishing you and your family a better banking experience. See you next month on Better Banking.